Grade 11, let's look at this question paper and you see what we can get from this question paper. All right, this is November 2025, paper 1. Okay, those are the instructions. We can go through them. We go to question number 1. We see what we call a tail slip. We shall see this. Okay. Use the cash register slip above to answer the question that follow. How many items are purchased in total on the cash slip? What you're going to do, come and check on the item here. We count them. We need to count them now. All right, we have one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The items are 5. Okay, during which month is the purchase made according to the cash register slip? During which month? We come and check for the date. If it's not up there, we check around and we see which month. It's supposed to be this one here. So the month of September. September is the month. Define the term VAT. VAT is the tax paid on goods and services where value has been added. If anything has been processed, it's liable to VAT. VAT. Take note, they said define. They didn't say what does VAT stand for. They said define the term VAT. So we are defining. Okay. Show how the 24.34 VAT amount is calculated. Now, what you're going to do, we already see that the price, it's here. This price already includes VAT. It already has VAT. So how are you going to calculate VAT out of it? 1, you're going to pick it. Since it already includes VAT, multiply by 1,155. So we are saying 186 rands, 60 cents times 15 over 115. I'm using this because the money already has what? VAT added on. Now we end up having our answers 24,339. But money has to have 2 decimal places, so we have 24,34. This is the answer here. Okay. The other method, you can get that money that we've got, 186,60. First and foremost, remove VAT, exclude VAT by dividing by 1,15. That's the first thing you do. So now if you get that money, 186, I'm showing you another method. We divide by 1,15. You get the answers 162,26. So 162,26. This is the money without VAT. So how are we going to look for VAT? We are going to get this value, which is the money that already paid, minus the money that does not have VAT. Let's take a calculator. Okay, so it's 186,6 minus 162,26. And you get the final answer as what? Okay. Is the purchase paid with cash or card? Is it paid by card or card? We can tell that by using the series. So meaning it was what? Meaning it was cash. Write down the total amount due in words. Total amount due, remember they told us it was what? They want it in words. What are you going to say? 100, 100, 86 rands, 60, 60 cents. 186 rands, 60 cents. Okay. 1.2, we look at what we call a pie chart and the questions that follow. Name the type of graph used to represent the information above. Type of graph, they have told us we are naming that type there. It's a pie. Call it a pie chart. What percentage of romance movies is watched? Come here. We are looking for this percentage is missing. Since we talk of percentage, that means when we add all of them, they should add up to 100. So meaning I'm going to get I'm going to add up these percentages, I would say. So it's I'm going to say 8 plus 28 plus 20 plus nothing plus the 14 plus the 12 should equal to 100 because they're percentages. So when we add properly, we shall end up having, when we add these numbers here, the normal numbers, we end up having 80, 82. So the romance which is missing becomes 100 minus 82. And the answer became 18%. Okay. We come to this and it says, which genre is the most watched according to the graph above? So the one with the highest percentage, which is comedy. So we shall come here and say comedy. Comedy. Determine the probability that a movie watched is a true life story. It's 0. It's 0%. Why do we say 0? On the graph here, we don't have true life story. Okay. Question number 2. Question number 2, we're looking at someone's, it's called a budget, a monthly budget. We're looking at that. So the Smith family would like to go on a vacation 2025. Mr. Smith examines their finances by month in 2024 and sets up the following monthly budget to determine how much they can save for their vacation the following year. Okay, monthly budget is there. Let's look at the questions. The questions. Question number 1, 2.2, 2.1.2. Calculate how many liters of fuel Mr. Smith family uses per month if the price of fuel is 23 rands 25 cents. So we shall come here, look how much they pay for fuel. Fuel is there. They pay. Remember, we are looking for the number of liters. So it means we are going to get the money they have paid, 4,500. And we shall divide it by 23 rands 25 cents. Pick your calculator at that moment. Come up with that. Divide by 23 rands 25 cents. So the number of liters is 133, comma 55. Remember, these are liters. Okay. Calculate the total grocery per month. Let's go there. Groceries, where are they? They buy this a week, 1,150. So what are we going to do? Shall say 1,150 times 4. Why am I multiplying by 4? We believe a month has 4 weeks. And this will bring us to 4,600. Calculate how much money Mr. Smith family has left at the end of the month to save for the vacation. Remember, this is going to be income minus expense to get whatever remains. Okay. What we're going to do is to look at it nicely. So we're going to add everything. Now, even here, we've got that this is now 4,600. Add up everything here. Add up everything. Add up all these values here. Plus, 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 plus. So how much do you get here? We end up having 36,500. 36,500 expense. So we're looking for how much is left. So we are going to get this income here minus the expense. We are looking for what is left. So we've seen it and we are saying, we shall say the 47,000 minus 36,500. And I believe you remain with around 10,500. That is what is left. If the rent income, take note of that, rent income they received per month in 2023 was 4,465 rands. Calculate the nearest whole number, the percentage increase from 2023 to 2024. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go back to our nature here. This is the rent income. This is what they have. So far, this is the new value, the current value. So the other is the old value. So here we have 5,000 minus the 4,465. Again, divided by 4,465. Don't forget to multiply by 100. Put everything in the calculator and you see what happens. 5,000 do that over 4,465. Come up again here, minus 4,465. Don't take a lot of time. Multiply by 100. There's a mistake here. So the percentage is 11,998. Remember they said round off. Calculate to the nearest whole number. So the nearest whole number here becomes 12%. Okay, name one other type of income. Other type of income that a household can earn. Now let's look at this diagram nicely. When we look at their income is here, all this income, when you look at types of income, remember them very well. These are all fixed. Rent, this comes every month, it's fixed. Salary, it's fixed. Salary, it's fixed. Which other type of income? It could have been a variable income, like overtime. You understand? You can work overtime, you get income. One of them is a teacher. He can do it. He can have extra classes for other children. That's another form of income. It's a variable income. All right. Look at 2.2. The Smith family is considering the following travel package to Kruger National Park, and it includes the following: scheduled return flights from Johannesburg to Kruger, or road transfers between airports and activities, 2 nights accommodation at the first lodge, 4 nights accommodation at the Sebei Lodge, then all breakfast and dinner included. Elephant interaction, where you and the little ones can feed, greet and walk hand in hand trunk with the gentle giants. Early morning and late afternoon off-road game drives that take place in an open 4x4 safari vehicles with a ranger and tracker team. Children-friendly facilities and kid activities, park and conservation fees. The cost for this package is 24,999 per person sharing, and is only available during low season. Okay, we come in 2.2.1. They are saying write down the cost of package in words. Remember we said it was 24,999. What you're going to say, write it down in what they want it in words. 24,000 999. These are what? These are rands. Okay. Write in simplified form the ratio of the nights at that lodge to the nights of accommodation at this other lodge, please. This is how we use CU versus SA. So go and just check on the graph. It says the first one, meaning it's 2:4. But they said in simplified. So 2:4. Is there any number that can divide this? Yes. By what? By 2. So the answer becomes 1:2. Please, if you don't know what to do, at the moment, just pick your calculator, press that, put a small number up, put the lower one down. So you see the 2, 1. So where you see the 2, you put a 1. The other one was 2, and where you see the 4, you put a 2. Okay. Name one other expense that may be incurred during their holiday that is not in the package 1. Buying what? Souvenirs. Buying of gifts or local crafts. Local craft. You know, those small images that they say they in tourism. Okay. Tourist attractions. All right. Let's look at 2.2.2. 2.2.2.4. Mrs. Smith deposits 5,500 every month for the next 12 months in a savings account for their holiday. Every month he earns 7% interest on the amount he deposits. Calculate how much money he will have in total. Take note of that. In total in his savings account. Remember, every month is putting 5,500. That means we shall multiply this by 12 plus how much interest does he get on this money. So meaning we shall also need to look for the interest multiplied by, which is times what? 12. So put this in your calculator. You can do it on your calculator now. 5,000 times 12 plus the same 5,000 times 7 7% times 12. So at the end he has paid he has 70,600 and what? 70,600 and what? It's fine. All right. Someone might ask us, this looks to be simple. How come 5 marks? Did you get the amount by multiplying by 12? Did you look for the interest? Did you multiply? Did you add? That's how we get to the 5 marks. Okay. Another one, which other way would you do it? Which other way would you do it? First and foremost, maybe you would have done this. Just pick 5,500. Increase it by 7. Increase it by 7. You have 5,000. So you have, 5,800 and then times 12. Times 12. That's another method. So simple also, but it's fine. Okay, Mrs. Smith, the wife, Mrs. Smith invests 30,000 in savings account and earns a 9.2% interest per year, compounded biannual. Biannual simply meaning twice a year, which is half yearly. In 1 year, he gets interest twice. Okay, she claims that if she adds her money from her savings account together with her husband's money from his savings, the one that we've got from previous question, account after 1 year, they will have enough money for 4 people to go to the vacation to Krugersdorp. So first and foremost, we have to first find out how much does she have after her calculation. So that's what we are going to start with. Okay, biannual meaning our interest is going to be divided. The moment you hear biannual, meaning the interest is going to be divided by 2, and the period is going to be multiplied by 2. So the interest is 9.2 divided by 2, which gives me around 9.2 divided by 2. I have an answer here as 4.6. Right? So the period is 1 year. That means to be twice. Okay, so I have this now. Now, number 1, what am I going to do? I'll get this interest that I've got. I'll add it onto 100 because I'm dealing with compound interest. I divide it by 100. I believe I will end up having 1.046. Okay, I'm good to go. Now, for the first half, what will I do? I will say 1.04 times the money the person has. So this will give us what answer could this be? 30,000 30,000 times 1.046. We have 31,380. This is the first 6 months. Then we multiply the same money with the same. Let's go back to your calculator. Just multiply the money with 1,046. Remember, this is compound. So the money becomes 32,820. 32,823 rands. 32,823 rands. Some cents we need to consider the 28. So this is the money that she has. But remember, she claims plus her husband's. So we are going to add the husband's money now. When we add the husband's money plus 70620, we have 100,000, 103,000, 443 rands, 48 cents. So this is what they have in total. But remember, this is versing 4 people. And they told you at the package 4 and everyone is going to pay 40. Everyone pays 24,999. So let's see. If I have 24,000 times 4. I need 99,996. Indeed, her claim is what? Her claim is correct. It will be enough. It will be enough. One, you have to look for her savings. Look for her savings. This is the first one. The final one. Did you do this? You can get a mark there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you add the money for the husband? You got that. Did you look for this? Do you have the conclusions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's supposed to be 7. Well, where did we go wrong? Oh yeah, you don't need this mark here. Because at the moment you have this, that's fine. 2. Oh, yeah. This is not supposed to be there. Because you've already got it here. So multiplied, you got this answer. Okay. All right, let's continue. We look at question number 3. This looks to be data handling. Question 1 and 2, it was finance and a bit of data handling. Question 1 is a mixture. Question 2, finance. Question 3, data handling. Question 4 is a mixture. Okay, let's look at that. Question number 3. Which athlete's time is the 4th fastest time ever in South Africa? So we come here. 4th. Which athlete? We are taking this guy here. So that is the number there. That's the person there. Starts with H. Enrico. Okay. I write the date of birth of the 10 athletes from the oldest to the oldest. So meaning from the smallest value here of the years. You shall just use the years. So this one takes number 1. 86. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. number 8, number 9, number 10. That's how you're supposed to arrange them. So this one comes first. In that order, please. Determine the model place of birth. Which place repeats itself? When you look at here, we have Cape Town Park, Pretoria, Soweto Park, Bloemfontein, Carrollfontein, King Williamstown. So Pretoria repeats twice. So it's what? Pretoria. Okay. Calculate the value of A, the time of turbo, if the average time is now, this one, they have already given. So what do we have at this moment? We have already the mean. The mean is given as 09,91 as the mean. So ask yourself, how did they get the mean? You know very well, in the mean, we add all the values and we divide it by the number. That's what we need to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to add all these values here. Only the normal values, because this one is missing. It's what we are looking for. So when you add all of them, what do you get? When I add all of them, when I added all of them, I got a value which was, let me see. Added the values plus the unknown over the number of items. So we already have our mean as 09,91. When I add all those numbers, I end up having I end up having 89,24 plus the A, which is not known, over 10, because there are 10 numbers that we are adding, including A. So what we do, we need to remove this 10. We multiply on both sides 10. Multiply on both sides what? 10. In that, this 10 cancels with that. If it cancels, it has gone. So when you multiply this by this, you end up having 99,19 equals to 89,24 plus the A. Now this number jumps over here, becomes a minus. So the A becomes 9,95. You want to may put the 0. Okay, calculate the range. Range, you know it very well. Range will equal to the highest value minus the lowest value. And the highest value here in our table here, the highest value is this much. The lowest was this much. Okay? So it's going to do that, which is 10,01 minus 09,82. Okay, and the answer became 0,19. Question number 3, data handling still. This kind of graph is what we call the stack, or the stacked graph. Why? Because they are stacked on one another. Okay, we are continuing. We say, how many medals did Gauteng win in total? What are we going to do? We shall add them up, right? So meaning we have 17, because Gauteng is this one here, which means it's this. So we have 17 plus 23 plus 29. I'm here adding this, I see. This is a 40 plus a 29, which is what? 69. So you come back to your calculator, to your answer book here, and you say, you add, please show how you go to the answer. Ne? Determine the difference between Northwest and Free State silver medals. Difference. What does it mean? That we are going to subtract. So we shall come to the table here, Northwest. Silver, by the way, which is this middle one, minus this, because this is Free State. So we shall come back and we shall say it's 18 minus 9, which gives us what? 9. What percentage of Western Cape's total number of medals? 1 was bronze. So what we need to do, we come near Western Cape where you're here. We add everything up. What percentage? Yes. So we add everything up, which is 25 plus 20 plus 18. This is 45 plus 18, which is 63. So out of 63, how many are bronze? Bronze is this one on top. So as a percentage, it's going to be 25 over 63 times 100. Times 100. So it becomes 39.68. And don't forget the percentage sign. Percentage sign. Okay, we go to the next question. Determine the probability of how many 9 provinces received more than 20. That means the number you're looking for, it has to be more than 20 medals. Give, actually, gold medals. Ne? Give your answer as a decimal number, round it to decimal places. Let's come and see. Gold. Gold is this one here. How many have more than 20? It's only 1 out of 9. So we're going to come here and say 1 out of 9, which gives you 0.11. Okay, more than 20. Okay, in 2023, during the National High School Authority meeting, Limpopo Province only won 8 medals in total. It is claimed that their percentage growth from their previous total medal has increased by more than, take note of that, I said more than 50. So let's go and find out. Where is Limpopo? Limpopo is here. This is the new one. This is the new value that we have here. What are we going to do? We're going to add them up. Let's add them up. We have 6 plus 4, 10 plus 6, we have 16. Wonderful. So let's go that side. So it has increased. So we are looking for the increment percentage, which is 16 minus 8 divided by 8 times what? 100. When we are looking at this, you'll end up having 8 over 8 times what? 100, which gives you 100%, which is more than, they say more than 50. So the claim is what? The claim is valid. The claim is valid. Question number 4. Miss Molefe investigates Mrs. Molefe investigates her bank charges for a certain month. She looks at what transactions she has made during the month to determine how much each transaction's bank charges should be. The table below shows certain transaction costs of the bank. So table 3 transaction costs. Okay. Here we go. Mrs. Malefi opening balance. First day of the month, she had this much money. That's what it means. On the first of the month, the following debit orders were deducted from her account. Calculate her balance at the end of the first day. Remember, at first she has this much. Then this much here, they remove 2,100. And the same day remove 8,800. Now remember, these are debit orders. Still, the bank will also reduce debit orders. The bank takes what? 6 rand for each. So it's 6 rand. So I'm here looking at that. Probably you would say 42.95, 2.19 minus 2,100 minus 8,800 minus the 12 rands, the 6. So the her balance is 32,040. 40 rands, 19 cents. That's her balance. Okay. We continue. 4.1.2. On the second day, on the second of the month, an amount of 1,150 was withdrawn from her own bank's ATM. Calculate Mrs. Malefi's balance at the end of the second day. Now remember, the second day now the balance is at this much. Together. So we're going to subtract 1,000. Then also this one was charged. So we also have to subtract the bank charges for this, which is going to be minus. Now, this was a withdrawal from her own bank account. So what do we do? We shall come here and check. If you withdraw from your own bank's account, what happens? You're charged 1.15%. So let's come here and say bank charges. We shall say 1.15 times. Remember, this is a percentage. These are the bank charges. No? Okay, so we continue and we shall say one five divided by 100 times 115 18. Yeah. Your final answer is going to become so that's your final answer. So the balance will be 30,876 rands, 96 cents. Okay, we look at 4. Mrs. Malefi wants to buy a new motor car. She uses the loan factor table below to determine the interest rate against the loan period. Okay, let me explain a little bit. These are the interests. Then these numbers that we see here, this is what we call the loan factor. Anyway, let's continue. Determine the probability that the loan factor will be more than 19% for the loan period of 6 years. Give your answer final answer as a percentage rounded to the nearest whole number. Now, period of 6 months, it's here. 6 years, sorry. So which one is more than 19? How many we have? 1, 2, 3. It's 3. Out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 out of 7. They said as percentage, as a percentage. So what do we do? Multiply by. Pick a calculator. 3 times. So this is 42.85%. But they said to the nearest whole number, which becomes 53%. All right. They're asking us to calculate loan amount that Mrs. Molefi has to borrow for the motor car once the deposit is taken into the account. Okay. Taking the deposit into account. So, how much is it supposed? So it's supposed to be the cash money minus the deposit. So let's come down and we shall say 198,000 minus the deposit worth 29,700. So the answer there becomes 168,300. Okay. Use the loan amount in question 4 and the table of the loan factors above to calculate her total monthly repayment plus 65 at monthly repayment. So the loan amount, we've already got it as 160,000. We shall divide this by 1,000. So how do we get the factor, loan factor? Remember, the loan is going to be for these two values are going to give us the loan factor. 10.5%, which is here, interest. 48 months, which is 4 years, which is here. Where do they meet? Here, this is the factor now. Okay, so I believe you've got it, which is 25.6. What's the monthly amount? When you put this in your calculator, what do you get? It's 168,300 divided by 1,000 times. So it's 4,000. 4,308, 48 plus 65. Add the 65 there. The admin fee. So we end up at 4,337. 373, so this is what we're looking at. Okay, now we come here. 2.4. Mrs. Molefi makes a statement. That she will pay more than 40,000 of interest if she buys the car with the 48 months option. All right, let's verify that. Remember, we've already seen that she pays this much every month. So we are going to say times 48 because of the months. So we do that. When you do that, you end up having the answers 290. So 209,927, 0.04. So what are we going to do? We shall subtract the loan amount, this one, because it's the one that's going to carry interest. So minus this much. All right, at the end, you have answers 41,600, 41,627 rands and 4 cents. So is the statement correct? Yes, it's more than 40,000. So the statement is correct. You can even say it's valid. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time.